Hello, and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda, and I have Jacob here with me today. Before we get started on the video, I would like to give a little warning. This video may upset some people because I have modified my Berenguer baby, and I know some people do not agree with modifying collectible dolls. So if you're not here for modifying Berenguer babies, if that upsets you, this is not the video for you, because I'm going to be showing you two Berenguer babies that I have modified, Jacob being one of them. I will share with you today the successes that I had and the failures that I had. I'm going to start with Jacob because he was the first one that I modified. We're going to change his outfit. This is a little high water on him here. He is quite a big doll, and we will be measuring him so that you can see just how big he is now from what he originally started at, which I believe was 21 inches. Now, with Jacob, you guys know, his sculpt, the Berenguer did, is absolute perfection. I love every little detail. And because of that, I bonded with Jacob so hard. I wanted to carry him around everywhere, except for he was all vinyl, which was like trying to cuddle a brick. It was not at all fun. So I thought long and hard. I put him away in storage because he just wasn't fun to do anything with. He was very difficult to dress with his arms. Being on the hard body, there was no give. So even dressing him was not fun. So I did put him away in storage, and I thought long and hard about putting him on a soft body. I did some research, thought about it some more, and then finally decided I just don't enjoy him the way he is. And it's a waste because I love the sculpt so much. It's just a waste. So I did put him on a soft body. Now, I will share with you, there is a YouTube channel where there is a lady who also modifies Berenguer babies. She even has a eBay where you can buy some of her modified babies. And she sells the parts that you may need for switching them to a soft body. So I'm going to pop over to LaDonna Briggs is her YouTube name. LaDonna Briggs, Briggs. Her eBay, where you can buy some of the parts that you may need, which I did. I needed to buy neck flanges to be able to put them onto a soft body. So, let me pop over here so I can give you the name of her eBay. It's Briggs #1 JNK, and you can even type in Reborn Berenguer babies, and some of her stuff will probably pop up immediately. Okay, so to get to what I did with this little fella here, I'm going to take off his outfit and his hat. And he was originally a special edition Berenguer. Like I said, I think he was 21 inches, which is on the bigger end of what you typically see from Berenguer, especially nowadays. I think technically he's considered a vintage Berenguer. Classic Berenguer, something like that. When I got him, he did not have his original box, nor any of like his certificate, nothing like that. Which didn't make any never mind to me. I didn't care. I just thought he was adorable. And I had seen his sister in my grandmother's collection and completely fallen in love with her. So I'm going to see if can you see all of the wrinkles and the detailing in this little fella. Now I'm going to show you some mistakes that I made with him. I also attempted to paint. I was only wanting to do a little bit. I did not clear off his original paint. I was just wanting to add a little detailing. And I'm telling you, when I painted Aubrey, she turned out so good. She was the first doll I ever painted. And I thought, oh my gosh, I can actually do this. Every doll I have attempted to paint since has been an absolute train wreck. Full on train wreck. Him included. My veining was still too dark, my pigments were still too dark, and the painting did not go well. On top of that, I was trying to figure out a way to seal him better because Aubrey, her paint rubbed off within a couple months on her hands and feet. So, a long time ago, I had done some research. I had bought some, it was an Ultimate Fusion. It's come to find out, it was marketed by someone, and I cannot remember who, as like, you know, a sealer. But come to find out, it's something you're supposed to mix with the paint. I did not do that. I did not know to do that, and I just put it over top the paint, and it made him shiny. I tried to varnish over that, and it did not work well. So he is shiny. There are mistakes. I don't care. I love this doll so much. I just do not care. I am just happy to have him on a soft body. So, just because you hear it from one person on what to do with something doesn't mean they're always going to be right. I should have got more than one opinion and dug in a little deeper. I think it was my husband actually asked ChatGPT, and that's how we found out that I in fact had used it wrong. But anywho, thankfully, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm okay with the shininess. But we're going to measure him because I want to see if he is any bigger. I do know he is bigger than my Reborn Levi and Sam, the Sam sculpts. They fit newborn pretty well. He does not. He is more along the lines. I'm going to measure him two different ways. From the center of the head all the way down to this toe, 23 inches. He is 23 inches. So the soft body did add some length. And I did not use a regular newborn body. I think this was a bigger body. But I cannot tell you details. Because it had been so long since I bought this body and I just had it back in storage that I don't remember anything of what it was, what doll I had intended it for. But it is bigger. I do have a newborn body and it is considerably smaller than this. Kinsley, are you just upset? I got a little pupper over here. Come here. I think she's wanting a blanket. Here. Is that what you want? You want to cuddle up? Okay, and now I'm going to measure him just from the side of his head down to his longest stretched out leg. And that's 21.5 inches, it appears. Wait, am I holding it to the right spot? No, sorry. 22.5 inches. So depending on how you measure him, there's a 1/2 inch difference there. So yes, bigger than newborn. I do still have his hospital bracelet on him. I like to keep those on the Berenguer babies. I have him weighted pretty heavy because he is, this sculpt, especially the face, just looks really chunky. Gosh, Kinsley, she is just throwing a fit over here with me. Scratching and... Okay. I thought I would try this outfit on him. I am going to go get some 0 to 3 month boy clothes from Once Upon a Child. Which this is, a 0 to 3 month. Let's see. So this green outfit, I think this will fit well until I can get him some little bit bigger clothes. Like Moshe, my Sam Sculpt, he can wear like onesies. He does really well with preemie. And pants newborn, where my Levi Sculpt fits newborn all the way around pretty well. And this little guy here he's just bigger. He is just bigger, which I really enjoy. You guys already know. I like the bigger, chunkier babies. Okay, little fella. Did I do that? Oh, good Lord. I stuck foot through the armhole. Oh gosh. It has been a while since I've messed with dolls, hasn't it? And it shows. And it shows. Now, the other doll that we'll be looking at here in another moment is another Berenguer special edition. I forgot to put a onesie on him, but that's okay. I shall do that this evening because I'll probably change him into pajamas this evening. Okay. Yeah, that fits really well. Look, 0 to 3 months fits him really well. Okay. We need socks and a hat. I am considering rooting him. That's another mistake that I made on the other doll. First of all, the hair that I got was very cheap. Very cheap mohair. And I would not advise getting the cheap mohair. Ah, that doesn't match. I think I'll just put this hat on him. I like to keep hats on the babies that do not have rooted hair. So the hair that I got was cheap and it was more like cotton fuzz than actual hair. I did try rooting the girl that I got. I did not like it. So I pulled it out as best I could. And I am considering trying something new. I am going to experiment with some of the hair that I do have and try something else. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. I need socks for the little fella. Let me see. Let me find my socks. These are hand mitts. Here's... Oh, I actually have... I forgot I had newborn boys' shoes. Oh, but do I want to do... just to try something different. I'm gonna try these little, they remind me of little house slippers. Let's see if these will fit. He does have chunky feet. They're short, but they're chunky wide. Let's see. Will you stay on his heel? There's that one. I have not been able to put him down since changing his body. It was definitely the right decision for me because he is now like my favorite doll. So I'm extremely happy with my decision to switch him around. And for those who aren't fans of doing that, really, you have to do what's right for you in collecting. And if you would feel too bad modifying a collectible doll, then don't. Do what's right for you. For me, I just wouldn't have done anything with him. He would have just sat and been a waste had I not switched him to a different body. So here's little fella. And I'm going to switch over now to his sister. Now, the neck flanges. We need to talk about that for a moment. I'm going to take her out of this. I have some adjusting to do on her. The lady that I was telling you about that reborns these and has an eBay, she's where I got the neck flanges, and I did have to, you have to be careful of which ones you order. You have to know the size of the doll that you have so that you order the right flange. The special edition that are 21 inches, some say 22, so in that ballpark. They have to have a very specific neck flange because it's almost like the hole that they have is wider. And for Jacob, it just took me being very forceful to get that in. I had to you have to cave in the vinyl to get it in. For her, the same size neck flange, I had to take my heating pad and shove it up inside, probably about to her mouth. I turned it all the way on high, covered her up with a blanket, and had the rest of the heating pad coming up around her face. And I let her sit like that for 45 minutes to soften the vinyl because the neck flange was not going in otherwise. So that would be my suggestion for you if you are working with this particular sculpt here. Like I said, I didn't have to do that for Jacob. What did I do? Oh, here it is. I actually need to take her head off because this body is a tad bit bigger than Jacob's body. And I really wish I had another one Jacob's size. But I'm just gonna deal with this one. It's not that big a deal to me. But I did make her too floppy. So I'm gonna add a little bit of fluff here, but I want to measure her and see where she's at. If I measure from the center of the head down to the longest toe, 23.5 inches. If we just measure from the side down, 22 inches. So they're pretty close in length. I'm going to flip her over. Let's see. Sometimes these are hard to grab a hold of. There we go. Here you can see the neck flange that I was talking about. And I didn't want to add more weight to her, but she needs more stability in the top of her body. So I am going to shove this stocking in here. And we're going to add a little bit more fluff. And I do have, I think that I got this from Bountiful Baby. It's the Angel Soft. It's like the softest fluff I've ever felt. I do prefer this over anything else. To me, it is worth paying a little extra. Okay. All right. It is so hard to get these just right. And I hate wasting zip ties. All right, I think I'm gonna go with this. These zip ties were hard to get into these bodies. Come on. Just set it up. These are the zip ties specifically from I think Bountiful Babies, where I got them. Oh, come on. So they're specifically for dolls. But my goodness, I have to wrestle and wrestle to get these things in. Just keep getting hung up. Okay, we finally got it. Okay. I did not glue anything with the necks. I just popped the flanges in and used a zip tie. And so far, I've not had any issues. The heads rotate really well. Limbs rotate really well. I did have to do a little cutting on their original vinyl bodies to get them off. So you do tear up their original bodies, and that's another reason why some people may get very upset. She still has her original little doctor's bracelet. Jacob didn't have his original one. She came in her box and has her certificate. And no, I did not do any painting whatsoever on her. You can see where I attempted to root right here. I was having a really difficult time getting that all off there. I may still work with it, but for right now it's okay. She can suck her thumb. Her kit was a different color than Jacob's. She's more yellowish than Jacob was, or is, even before I painted him. Now for her, I'm going to try first. I want to see. This is 6 to 12 months. And I'm just curious, I want to see if this fits her. If not, if it's too baggy, I do have a 0 to 3 month that I'll put on her. But I just want to see. Oh, I need to put a diaper on her. Time's out. Because she does have a bigger body, I'm going to go ahead and put a bigger diaper on her. I don't have a size 1 or 2, which is probably what would fit best. I don't know. This is a size 4. I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. She still has the smell that some of the Berenguer babies came with. It's like a perfumed baby smell. And it is my favorite thing ever. I held her and just sniffed her for like the first hour I had her. That smell was, it reminded me of when my grandmother would take me out to dinner and we would go doll baby shopping. And Berengers were really popular at that time. And so I would often get a Berenguer. Okay, so this is a little baggy in her neck, but seems to fit the body pretty well. So we're gonna go with that. This, I'm gonna put over it. This is 3-month size. So not all Berengers came with that perfumed baby smell, but she has it and it is just everything. I want that smell bottled. Oh my goodness, I would pay ridiculous amounts of money for a bottle of that spray. I saved her her vinyl body in a Ziploc bag because I want to always have that smell available. And I don't know how long it'll take to wear off, but I love it. Let's see. Sit her up for just a moment. I'm hoping this isn't everywhere in the frame. I can't. I should have. Let's see. Let's bring this out so I can keep track of where she's at. Okay. You can tell I'm out of practice from doing videos. Okay. We'll have to get her some socks. She does take a modified pacifier. All right. See, I think you can kind of tell this body's a little big for her. So I may look back and see if I can find where I bought Jacob's body and see what size it was, and I may order her that same size. Okay, socks. I wish her kit would have had the same coloring that Jacob originally came with. She reminds me of a jaundice baby, to be for real. And she must have a hat, so I'm gonna do this little bonnet. I think the Berenguer babies look amazing in vintage baby clothes. So that's primarily, I need to find I have a bag somewhere of vintage baby girl clothes, and I'm not sure where I put it. That's probably what she's gonna wear the majority of the time. Okay, let's see here. We'll do that. Let's see. How does she look? How does she look there? And I don't know if I can get both of them in the frame so you can kind of see them side by side. I think you can see the coloring difference there. I'm gonna scoot him down just a little bit. Okay. Can you see the color difference in their faces? You can see how she's a little bit more yellow. And she didn't have detailed paint really, just a little bit of blushing, where he did come with a little bit more detail. But I love how they're both. So I do have some girl 0 to 3 month clothes, but I'm still gonna get her a couple more things, get him. So they're gonna have their own little wardrobes. I am so excited for both of these babies though. I really, really am. Let's see, we needed to spray, do some spray on her as well. And let's see, pacifiers. I'm just gonna keep the same one for Jacob and for her. Let me see. Oh, and she also had her little, it's a bandage for their belly buttons. That one was hers. And it comes with this little cushy, it's like a miniature pillow. I thought that was so cute. I love that. I am keeping all her original things that came in her box. She came with this hat and these booties. She has her original diapers still. A blanket that she came with that says La Newborn on it. And she came with an outfit, and I don't know if the outfit was original. I'm assuming it is since everything else was. I think that was everything. Where's her pacifier? I'm gonna give her this one. So see how this is modified? I cut off the tip and it fits in her mouth really well. So these are the two babies. You already know his name is Jacob Edward, and I named my newest little girl here Charlotte Rose. I thought a vintage name suited her really well, so that's why I went with that. What else? I think that was it that I was going to share with you guys. You'll be seeing more of them in videos. I'll do a haul video for the outfits that I pick up for them. And I need to fill out her little bracelet. And I need to make up a birth certificate for her. She has to have her picture taken so that I can put her in my photo album of my collection, which I got all the pictures, but I have not had them printed off yet. So that's on the to-do list for the next couple of weeks. I'll be getting that put together, and I'll show you how I'm going to catalog my doll collection. I will also be cataloging my plush collection that include my Charlie Bears, which are collectible stuffed animals, as well as just some regular stuffed animals, Build-A-Bear, that whole thing. And even my art doll stuffed animals. I will be cataloging them as well, because the album that I got secondhand, and it is absolutely massive. So I thought, well, why don't we just catalog my whole collection of everything? So that's the plan. We're finally going to get down to getting that together. Hope you enjoyed seeing these two little ones, and what it's like to have them on a soft body. For me, it is definitely the only way to go, because I can actually cuddle them. They feel so much more real, and helps tremendously with the bonding process. So thank you for joining me here today. Say goodbye to little Jacob and Charlotte, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.